All right, here are the video notes that go with one of the appendix, actually last part of the appendix that I just wanted to focus on, and that is the errors and the algebra of calculus. I'm really just going to go over some of those common errors that we see so we can hopefully catch them beforehand. And then the algebra of calculus, it's in the written notes, but I won't really cover it here in the video notes. If you have specific questions on it, let me know. And that does lead me into thinking how this usually goes. You, in your notebook, will take the written notes, highlighting all the key components throughout those notes, and then using the video notes to show you where those ones came from. And like I said in the lesson, I don't go over every single problem because it takes too much time. I don't want you sitting and looking at notes for so long. So if you have specific questions, always reach out and email me. So you'll see here, I'm going to go through these errors. I'm only going to do B and D because I don't want to do, like I said, every single one. So looking at this first one, B, this is a really common one that people try to do. They say, okay, a squared plus b squared is a plus b squared is the same thing as a squared plus b squared, where it's not, because a plus b squared is the same thing as a plus b times a plus b. And when you FOIL this, you get a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And so it's not the same. And that's one of the most common errors I see is people think that you can just distribute an exponent. You cannot. Similar to that, another exponent problem is people think you can factor out when you have something to an exponent. Well, here, same kind of thing as above, you have 3x plus 6 and another 3x plus 6 being multiplied by each other. That's what it means to be squared. So if I do my FOILing, this is 9x squared plus 36x plus 36. I can factor out a 9, and I get x squared plus 4x plus 4. And oddly enough, this actually breaks into 9. When you factor this, this part up top here, you actually end up getting x plus 2 squared. And we have our close to what we give here, but instead of a 3, we actually have a 9. So it's close, but not quite right. Moving on, very big one here. This is this keep, change, flip idea. So really this is x over a divided by b over 1. Well, you keep the numerator the same, you change the division into multiplication, and you flip the denominator. So this becomes x over a times 1 over b, and you end up having x over ab. So different than what they have here because people generally forget to do the flipping if they try to do keep, change, flip. Okay. Skipping that one, nothing there. But again, if you want to see something from the written notes, let me know. Here, two really big ones. They actually come to play later on even. But when you have an exponent raised to an exponent, that's like multiplying. So not like adding they're trying to do here. This would really be x to the 6th. Now, when you have an exponent times another exponent, that's like adding. So this one is like x to the 5th. So these two just really needed to be flipped around here. Again, these other ones I am not addressing right here. Again, you can see them in the written notes, and always reach out if you're like, okay, I don't really see the error there or whatever it may be. One here that people like to do a lot is they see x squared plus a squared, and they say, oh, I'm square rooting that. That just gets rid of it. Well, that's not true. Okay, that's just not true either. You can't even break this up into two different things. It really kind of gets stuck here as the square root of x squared plus a squared, and you have to leave it there. Okay, here we have a couple different ways you can see this. It does not turn into a plus x. You could factor out an a on top, and you'd have a1 plus x over a. Now the a's would cancel, and you'd just be left with 1 plus x. So careful there. It looks like what they did was they factored out this a here and then divided here, but left the other a, and you can't do that. Okay. I don't think I have another one to go over. I wanted to keep this short as it is. Again, if you wanted to see another example, just reach out, let me know, and I will make an additional video to help whoever needs it.